Now, when I talk about social indoctrination to non-vegans, and they don't understand what it means to be culturally indoctrinated and to believe a certain thing, whether it's harmful or not, it's just a tradition. Things like this are what I'm talking about. People being indoctrinated to believe that some animals are food, some animals are worthy of stardom and being loved as companions. But then you have this conflicting message over here, reinforcing the stereotype that animals are food when they're food, because we're told that's the way they are, and then animals are companions or superstars when it can make somebody money. While this is making somebody money as well. It's profiting off of the rights violations and exploitations of 2.7 trillion victims a year, and it's passed off as food. That's food. They're sentient beings with moral worth. They're not food. Just like we are not food. We are sentient beings. Speciesism to a T. You think that pig, or any pig, is really happy to be bred into existence against their will, only to be exploited and in the process be abused, and then ultimately end up violently, brutally hacked into pieces so you can have your ribs and then you can indoctrinate younger generations to continue the harmful practices that the animal agriculture is responsible for. Look at that. Happy images of people just enjoying the mutilated body parts of once sentient beings that didn't want to die. They wanted to live like everyone else. And instead, reduced to nothing more than a super pack, a family pack, or how much they can get out of that person by the pound. I mean, if we were to take and kill people and display the same thing with their body parts all cooked up, chopped up, and then we took and did things like, I don't know, mapped out which parts of their body were the most tender and the most profitable and the most tasty, we'd be seen as psychopaths. In fact, that's what psychopaths do. Anyway, this is what we call social indoctrination at its finest, speciesism. The belief that some animals are food and some animals are superstars and to be loved, to be cherished. Speciesism at its finest, people. If you don't want to be the cause of the terror and the exploitation and the suffering and mutilation of these innocent animals that did nothing more than being born into the wrong body, then stop supporting this. Stop supporting this propaganda that makes little stuffed pigs or little wooden pigs, whatever he is, represent a false narrative. Anyway, come on guys, give up the animal abuse, stop supporting animal abuse, stop being the reason animal abuse happens, and go vegan. For the animals, for the ecosystem, and for your health.